Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 19th, and today was a lovely beautiful day today. A little warm, but not going to complain at all. Got this morning fairly early. The little pup here, she wants to wake me up literally. You can see right there in front of me walking along. She gets me up a little early and wants to go outside, wants to get fed, all that good fun stuff. So got up, got a couple things done around the house, hopped in the hot tub for a little bit, got out of there, waited around to go see a house. We went and looked at a house this morning, and then once we got back from looking at the house, which on paper looks like it could have been a possibility, it was all the money without the bigger yard or the pool, so it really didn't make sense. But my wife wanted to see it, so we went and looked at it, and just nope. Almost immediately upon walking in, realized it was not going to work. There's a lot of flaws in it, the layout's wrong, and just a lot of problems. So it is what it is. So I went ahead, gave up on that one, came back here to the house, got a couple little bit done here. My mother and my bride headed up to father-in-law's house to pack up some more stuff, trying to get that house ready to sell so we can get it emptied out, so we can get photos of it and get an open house going, all that good fun stuff involved. So yay, just so much work. So got up there, they took off. They were up there a good chunk of the day. I went out, had a couple things to do, nothing major. Ended up going for my run midday, ran down to, there's 10 acres just south of the shores here I'd like to buy, and I got the wetland map, I guess, little plot. I got to see where the property line goes to back. There's no flags back there, but I pasted off, so I'm pretty certain I know about where it ends. And unfortunately, the wetland map shows it's like 6.93, so almost 7 acres of the 10 acres is considered unbuildable or wet. So there's quite a few pine trees there, so I don't think it'd take a lot to get rid of it, but I don't know. I've posted on Facebook, asked some questions. Like I said, I hiked right back into it. It's almost a quarter mile deep, so it's like 320 feet wide by a quarter mile deep, which is phenomenal. It's in the same amount of space, you can fit like 15 houses in the shores here, like the same distance. There's 15 houses in a row, so figured you're looking at 30, to 50 houses would fit in that spot, but it is what it is. So if you take 10 acres, each lot here's a quarter acre, it's 40 houses, could fit in that same space. So then unfortunately the way the wetland lays, it kind of lays like dead center of that chunk of land, which makes it impossible. I was hoping like the back half was going to be wet, the front would be dry, or vice versa. Just build a driveway to it, but it's just dead center is wet. So posted on Facebook asking people some questions like, hey, what do you guys think? Anybody have any experience with this? One of the guys says just stay away from it, it's not worth it, it's a pain in the ass, and yada yada. Somebody else said they've heard people getting quotes about $100,000 an acre to mitigate the water, with all the paperwork and everything involved, and bringing all the backfill and building a retention pond for it and everything else. So who knows? I'm gonna do some more checking, because I had somebody else tell me that seems way high. They said it seems ridiculously high. Can't imagine it's that much, but let's just say it was that. That's 700 grand just to get the water off the land so I could build a house there, and makes the property worthless at that point. So, because they're wanting 200,000 for the 10 acres. So yeah, that puts me at almost $1 million just to get buildable land, and never gonna happen. Now, if I was building a housing complex, you could write some of that off, basically recoup some of that in the process, because at that point, you would be able to sell, like I said, 50 lots or whatever, and it doesn't take that much to recoup the 50 lots, make a couple grand per lot, and it makes a big difference real quick. So it is what it is there. But yeah, so a lot different when you're trying to do it by yourself. It's just unfeasible. So I'm gonna start looking for more properties. Got online, found a bunch of properties that have a little bit of acreage and stuff, anything from a half acre here in town to 3 or 4 acres out in the country. I'm gonna drive around tomorrow and try and look at some of those and see if I can't find some that would be feasible to do. So, but a half acre lot here in the shores is $120,000. So I can buy 5 acres of wetland for 100 grand, or try a half acre for 120, which is ridiculousness, but it is what it is. So went ahead and said hell with it. But yeah, we went and spent that time on that little run, got back and saw the property, and just pretty much found out that one's off the table, unfortunately. So Winnie, nope. Come on, ignore. So went ahead, said heck with it, and been doing that whole process. My lovely bride got home from there. They brought home pizza from what was Planet Pizza. It's now a different name. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's the owner who had it when it was Planet Pizza, and they had a really good chicken bacon ranch. That was my favorite, and they've changed the recipe up some, and it's good, but I think I'm gonna go with Flagler Avenue. Has a better chicken bacon pizza, so chicken bacon ranch. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, went ahead and got that taken care of. Had herself a nice little dinner, watched a little bit of TV, headed back outside with the dog, chilling out there, having a good time. The evening, beautiful weather, gorgeous weather. Had the fan on earlier in the day, but this evening didn't need the fan, so it worked out really, really well. But overall, I guess that'd be considered a productive day, since how I've basically learned that I can't build on that, so I gotta stop that, wasting my energy on that 10 acres, because it was already pushing my budget at 200 grand for the property, and then being able to build a house and stuff on there too. So disappointment. So continue looking. That's all I can do. But one of my listing agent or buying agents I have, she said she saw some land out south off Beacon Lake Road, whatever, and out there, and she's gonna find out, but she never got back to me on that. So I'm gonna ride the motorcycle out there tomorrow and see if I can't find it myself and move forward in that process and see what happens. But as of right now, a little bit bummed, just knowing that I won't get 10 acres here in town. So because 10 acres on the south side of the shores would be phenomenal. Build my own little piece of paradise. I even thought putting a couple of houses in the front, selling them or making rentals out of them, and then put my house in the back, kind of more in the center of it, so I have no neighbors right next to me, which would be freaking awesome, but not gonna happen. So was the best of all worlds, but when you realize it's still sitting there for sale, kind of explains to you why. Is obviously if it was that easy, somebody else would have already done it. So that's what I have to deal with, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'll find something eventually. The right thing will happen, and just not that one yet. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys soon, or I guess tomorrow actually. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.